What's the deal, gang? What's up, my guys? Missed the signal win. My trade copier bitched out on me. Yeah, yeah. All right. All good. Cash the next one in the signals. Yeah, we took this about like 40 minutes ago. Maybe a little more in the signal channel. When did this candle open up? Yeah. So when it came up here off the rip, we took a sell here. We took a little pancake here. Close to full at a little over 50 pips, 51 pips. Going back up here. So yeah, I mean, we're already up over 50 pips for the session. We're up over 100 for the day. Same entry now is valid? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. It's going to push through this wick right now. There's no reason for it to come back down. This should take us to the next range. This should take us to the next range. Get rid of everything. So daily closed bullish. No bottom wick on the daily today. We might be looking at 85.16, 85.15 areas, maybe 85.13 before we start looking for that bearish flip on the daily. We might be looking at that bearish flip for like London, New York. But if it happens now, I think we're coming down heavy here. Hold on a second, chat.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, you guys, by the way.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with Mr. Jordan over here. Please drop a like, sub to the channel, share this stream. Need your help to grow the community. Please only eliminate the session trades. Wix, I got you. Right, the 4 hour was bullish as well. No bottom wick on this 4 hour just yet. I think we should make one. If we don't, I think the daily should make one for it. So it's a possibility we close bullish here and the next 4 hour pulls us back down for the bottom wick. Because if this continues up here, I'm going to expect the next 4 hour to create bottom wick or drive off support. If that's the case, might be the next 4 hour positions. We'll see. But I do expect us to break this wick here and push through to the next range. So we have our little smaller time frame range established here. The more recent one. Not going to look for anything between 86 and 79. And actually, I'm not going to look for anything until we're above here. We're above 92. There we go. Pushing through here. It should, technically. We've already had the rejection. We got that bottom wick as it starts filling this wick. Should push through it with momentum, right? The volume of the session's coming in here now. We should be able to push through. This was NYC Open. We'd probably be looking at tills on the break of the lows there, as it would slingshot, right? As it breaks the highs here and continues up. Any kind of rejection on a break of the lows should drive us down heavy. So, New York session, we treat this a bit differently. Right now, we're just coming up here. We're going to look for some buys once we're above 47.92, or we're going to look for this to come back here our support areas, probably around 47.80, 81. For some pancakes. If anyone's hungry. For now, we wait. What's up, Boogie? Silver filled the Sunday gap upon market open. Yeah, well, it's not the same pair. I move similarly. My head still isn't right, so just gonna be watching for mental exercise. All right, yeah, sounds good. I'd be having this sometimes a similar reaction from a loss, just like or from a string of losses as I do from a string of wins, right? Something you win so much. Some people get really loose, right? And they just start firing off trades. Me, I'm the opposite. I get a little tighter when I get in terms of risk when I go on a streak, whether it's winning or losing. Right. Want to make sure the next one's a W. Yeah, I don't have any limit orders here. That was the only one that we saw earlier here on this 30 on this hourly before it created the bottom wick. We had full TP here for the flip, right? We're pretty much at entry for that position that we just took. This is what it looked like, and TP was flip. Yeah, it was pretty much full TP. You closed a bit earlier, right before it. 72 was full TP. You like buy 47.74? I did not. No, wasn't looking for that. Not that it's overextended, just if we get back to 47.74, we're coming down to support. And I'm not going by any levels to the left here. I'm just going by the most recent support created. Check the 15. Well, it's irrelevant at this point what the 15 does, based on the fact that no other time frame aligns here, right? I need some higher time frames to have levels there. Right there. All right, so that's good, right? You have the 4 hour, 47.74 off the 4 hour. But that means that this current 4 hour, when it gets back down here, it has to make a bottom wick, or price needs to get back down here, because we're not driving off anything here. Got the closure and just pulled straight up. So I'd want the market to pull back to these areas after closure, higher time frame closure, or after we come back down, make that bottom wick, and then come back up again. Yeah, 4 hour no bottom wick's a bit tough there for buys, but you're getting higher time frame closures, and then you're getting a support on a smaller time frame. You're probably going to retest the higher time frame highs after the smaller time frame support. We're winning so much, I'm getting tired of winning. Careful what you wish for. I'm not getting tired of winning. I love winning.
Yo.
Yo. What's the deal, brother?
What's up?
You say you coming back from the gym?
No, I actually was. I took a nap.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go to the gym late. No bueno. I hate going late.
Yeah, I hate
Fuck.
going late, and I hate going early.
Yeah. Sunday I go early as hell, but other than that, midday, 1, 2, 3 o'clock is my time.
I go early on Saturdays, like really early, like at 8 a.m. Like maybe sometimes 7, because my daughter's volleyball league, right? They have a game at around 8 in the morning, 9 in the morning every Saturday. So while she's at her game, I'd be hitting the gym.
Yeah, and it's been raining here, on and off. It's humid too.
Oh, how sad.
Yeah,
Hey,
right.
Lex, I got a question about the accounts on Top One Futures. If you know about the Ignite instant funding, what's the difference compared to the instant sim funded?
Ignite versus instant. I believe the. I'm not sure if the day. I never had the Ignite. I just did the instant sim funded, but I believe it's the daily drawdown rule.
And consistency.
Is the consistency rule.
It goes down to 15, I think so. It's even worse.
Yeah, 15 sucks.
15%. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I was just curious. I just seen it on there because I was just looking at. I guess they took the daily accounts away.
But you know what they just dropped? The challenge accounts, and they're $39. Doesn't matter what size account you get. So you can get
Whoa.
a 50K or you get a 150K. It's $39 right now.
That's actually really good.
For
Which
a
one is
challenge
that?
account, it's the cheapest entry into a funded account that you can get anywhere in the industry right now. So yeah, for full transparency, there is an activation fee for every account, but to buy the account right now, it's $39. There's an activation fee on every challenge account, but to buy the account right now, it's $39, whether you're getting a 50K or a 150K. $39.
So then, what's the
And
elite access?
and you can full send it. You can YOLO it immediately. It's 1 day for it to pass. You know, 1 day to pass the challenge. You can get like 10 challenges and just fucking YOLO them.
Do you know what elite access is?
Elite access. That's this new accounts. That's the new $39 accounts, I believe.
Because there's the one step elite, which is the 39, and then there's an elite, which is 139.
Not sure. I'm not sure what difference there is. Yeah, top one
Yeah,
is
that's
showing $39 per account. I wonder if my discount works. If you use code Wix, will that make it cheaper? I don't think it will because it's. Yeah, you can. They're literally gonna put other funding companies out of business if they keep going like this because $39 is the cheapest challenge anywhere in the world right now, in the funding space. And you just pick the size of an account. Get the biggest account you can. $39. The
It
activation
just let
fee.
me type in the code. It works.
What's the discount?
Well, for me, it shows a different price. It's 41.40, like total.
If you use no, what about the $39 one? I don't think you get a discount if you use code Wix, but you use code Wix anyway. That's how they know it's my people.
Well, thank you. That's what I was trying to figure out.
Huge activation fees though. Look them up. I'm not sure what the activation fees are. I know there's activation fees, but you're not getting a 150K funded account or a challenge $39 anywhere. You fail one, you have 4 more to try. Yeah, and you could, like I said, it's 1 day to pass, so it's like you can literally just try to pass it all in one shot. I'm not saying you should, but you can. There's not much doing here after that sell that we just had here. Yeah, there's really honestly not much doing. Just no, we're really got to break out of this range. I don't like much in here right now. Yeah, these accounts, that's an insane price. For any, like, the cheapest entry into a funded account in the industry, right? The barrier for entry here is $39, and you just take a 150K. Make sure you use code Wix.
You know, I'll be honest with you. I did one challenge account. I passed it. It took me like 20 days to pass. I'm like, you know what? I'm not dealing with no challenge accounts anymore because I'm like, I wasted all this time. I could have got a payout.
Yeah, but on these ones, you don't have to really wait. $39, you can YOLO it 10 times in one day.
Yeah, but yeah, that's true. The only thing is I don't trade like that either. That's my thing.
Yeah, no, the memo I got from them, from my Connect, is $39 regardless of the account size that you guys choose. So 39 for a 150, just like 39 for 25. Okay, that's what it should be. 41 probably tax. 2 more bucks. What's up, Orchard? None, just waiting to get the hell out this range. Here in the UK. Okay. 10 minutes ago it was 120, which means somewhere in the world it was 420. And I missed my opportunity. Okay, there's the push we were talking about that we're likely to see, and we're likely to push through this range. Exactly what we just spoke about. The reason that target for the sells was there. Right. Our target is actually the support that just formed. Amazing. Great fucking trader. Oh, yeah. Close that door, please. I don't see any challenge accounts. I'm on their website. Say elite access. It's the elite accounts, yeah. Up here. 30 just closed. Look there, coming up. Yeah, let's see if we can print some structure as we get out of this range. EOS? What's an EOS? What's an EOS? Jimmy go? Oh, yeah, no, never heard of it. First time hearing of it. Hey, give me a couple of minutes. I'm gonna tend to my kids over there. Hold on a sec. Guys can chat amongst yourselves. Give me a sec. The Zoom door. Benny at the real door. Hold on. You don't stop interrupting my streams, bro. Walking around like you the owner. Open your own doors. Found a slave in me. Not even an owner anymore. I'm a slave. He doesn't even pay me. You better make some babies so I can get paid, bro. All right, there are options. Options riding the wave up. Oh, we had cells over there. W. What else do we have? Did we already take a W? No, this happened like half hour before the stream started, so that was in the signal channel. Get the bundle. Jim by you, I'm down to slide any of these weekends coming up. All right. Yeah, I'm not gonna be here next weekend. Maybe the weekend after next. We could do it, or maybe something midweek. Do that. We can do that. I'm making babies. My gay. W. While watching stream? Nah, he making babies. The girl watching the stream. Next baby better be named Wix 10 or something. I don't know. Wix 9. There better be a 9 somewhere in that name or something. Try to get my dog a little girlfriend, but people with expensive dogs don't want to take the risk. Usually it's the other way around. He said I try to get my dog a little girlfriend. Usually you try to get your girlfriend a little dog. You got life backwards, bro. And if you're talking right now, I can't hear you. My headphones disconnected for some reason. Just closed above here. I mean, this is nice, right? On a closure, but this is the last 15 of this hourly candle. See if we can get a celery play going. Oh no, there's a level right there. Let's see. I actually think that might be a fluke in terms of levels. We get a nice closure that we can read that as a support. We're closing above it. We got 6 minutes. Fresh 6 minutes, Slim Shady, you're on. Baby's mom called me an angry blonde. You ever been to the Keys out there, Wix? Yo, I went to the Keys. You want my first time on a bike, right? This is when I used to ride. I had at that moment, I had a 07 or 08. Oh, I don't know. I think it was 07 or 08. 1000RR. The Hondas. Remember they used to make one in a blue and yellow, the yellow wings on the side. It was literally Ukrainian colors. Yeah, they had the like the tail underpipe. And the thing is, it was a show bike. It was all done. It was completely done. I bought it from an Asian dude, really rich, wealthy, like wealthy. Like at that moment, like, that bike should have been called a Ford because that was all I could have, right? All I could afford. And yeah. He didn't need to sell it. He just he's like, I gotta get rid of this or my girl's gonna leave me and shit like that. He's like, he was like, it's just going to the first person that responded, and I just happened to be the first person that responded. It was done. So I took that 1,000 double R to the Keys with my girl on the back. It wasn't by myself. I wasn't by myself. We had somebody in a car, and we had another 2 or 3 bikes with us. And I was in a t-shirt and shorts, and it was like 100 degrees that day. And I put no sunblock on, and the entire way we're blowing it there. You don't feel it, but it's like it's wind, so it feels cool to the body. But because it's at 100 degrees, the air is hot. And as you're driving, it's actually burning you. And you just don't feel it because it's constant wind blowing as well. Yo, when we got to the Keys, within like 30 minutes, my elbows, everything blistered up. My knees blistered up. And I had like 2nd-degree burns from like my entire arms, like from the sleeve down and from the right above the knee down to the ankle, everywhere. Fucked myself. Spent 3 days in the Keys not being able to go back. Poor fair-skinned folk. Bro, because I didn't know nothing. I just got to Florida. But you know what? Like, I did my fair share of dirt growing up, right? And that bike got stolen the same month my daughter was born, my firstborn, my oldest daughter. And we was like, all right, man, that's gotta be a sign. Like the same month, like right, like maybe 2 weeks to the day from before she went into labor. I was crushed. It was stolen, and like I said, I thought about what I've done in my life. I was like, man, I deserve that shit. I'm not fair-skinned, but I've been burned for Bay Islands, yeah. So, yeah, it got stolen. And since then, I was like, yo, I'm never getting a bike again. And that's, mind you, that's growing up on bikes, right? That's riding bikes for 20 years. I used to fiend for it going outside. And then after a while, it just like, I found no joy in it. And to this day, like a bunch of boys, you know, I know a bunch of people that have bikes, and I come by like, yo, you want to take one? Because they got garages. Nope. I might take one for a ride, for a spin around the block, just to, you know, maybe jump on the highway for a couple of exits. But I don't fiend to go out and ride all night, all day. Used to be like that. You adjusted another. I'm not fair-skinned and I've been burned. Let the racism come out. Oh God, no. I was making a joke, folks, but yes, all pigment shades of humans can burn. I mean, we're a new race in here. Remember, we're off-white. Everyone's off-white, right? You can all be members. We will dominate. Who wants to join us, the off-whites? My skin's platinum. Word. Protected by THCZ. The frost off the buds coat my skin. How long does it take to get into the signal chat? You gotta check with Google Maps. Address. Check the address, brother. Close at 100. motherfuckers still haven't shared the stream. W Drizzle. Lock in. You're looking at buy limits here? Me too. I was looking at support. My only debate, or my only issue is, since we just closed, we closed above the range. On the new hourly can flip and dry. Gotta wait to fill, but everybody and their mother has a buy stop here right now. High likelihood we don't get to our support here. Small discrepancy in levels. Let's see. Tap the hourly level. Yeah, I don't like flip buys here just yet. I would rather have had the buys from down here. We could keep a really small stop in this case. Oh shit, Joe. Give me a second. He's barking at somebody. $51 for the wick fill. Most likely gets there eventually. I don't like this little level here. Right there, the only thing getting in our way. I'd rather see it kind of form. Okay, there you go. I mean, it still come up, but like, I just don't like this little area. That might not have been enough orders to bring this back down. This might just come up and make a steeper top wick. So if you actually took some buys on that flip, keep your stop solid. You're not wrong until you re-break the lows there. Well, you're not wrong actually till you break the lows down here, but I don't know what kind of stop you guys want to hold. But yeah, that wasn't something I'd be comfortable entering based on the experience we have. Who else has fuck? Well, the reason I was gone for the last 20 minutes, interesting you asked. The real reason is because the market wasn't doing shit. Ha! Y'all thought I was gonna say doing a damn thing, but no! Fooled you. All of you. Word. He definitely has fuck. Team close bearish. swing to that previous resistance. Found some volume off that. There you go. Playing out. Playing out. Big fill incoming. Let's see a good 50 here. But for me. You get in on that options on this level here? 47.86. Maybe an options position with a little pancake down here. Didn't reach you? Yeah, what are you looking at? 47.81? Me too. $47.80, right? No, an options. He's like, nah, I'm just gonna enter 15, 20 pips earlier, like 47.83. Make sure I don't miss. Bougie. Word. Changed his identity. W. Got good. Terrible. We're paper trading. How's the Pokemon? Yo. We hit another score. The very first, we got a whole bunch of packs. We made it to another drop. Right? We got, like, we kind of figured out the schedules more or less from, like, you know, scalping and going a bunch of times. So, like, we figured out when they drop, how they drop, and, like, how the vendors show up and when. And so I've been able to get a couple of, like, you know, 2 or 3 times already, like the first few spots in line. No, we're not in a trade here. A bunch of people took this break at a high, flip, bullish flip, fill the wick. Not us. We took a position earlier here off the top of this wick. But yeah, we figured it out, and like we bought, I think we bought maybe like 30 packs, 35 packs, and the very first pack we opened, paid pretty much for everything we got. Another monster card. The very first pack. After that, I was like, yeah, open whatever you want. Kids big into Disney? No, not really. Nah. They're young, but they're like, they don't watch adult shit, but they watch like teenager stuff. All of them pretty much. Because they have a teenage sister, right? The oldest sister is a teenager, so yeah, my oldest daughter's 13. She's kind of a big influence on it. There's no Disney. Very rarely. You know what they'll watch? They'll watch Big City Greens. You have more kids? Nah, with my luck, like I said, with my Jewish luck, with my Jew-making luck, I'm gonna attempt to have some kids, end up having twins, and they both gonna be girls, and after that, yeah. Benny! Don't fear no man, warrior! In a building. I'm gonna say you should look into Arcana, which is here's the deal. I was just talking to a dude, really cool dude, huge nerd, like you remember the dudes you'd see in school, like, but this guy had longer hair, but he was one of those you know what the fuck I'm talking about. Really nerdy dude. But like the nerds end up becoming cool when they grow up. But he was pretty nerdy. Yeah. According to my calculations. So he was in line and like we were having a cool conversation about buying cards and collecting anything else. He's like, he said it really nicely. He said One Piece, Larcana, he's like, it's just a fad. Pokemon is forever. Hold on a second, gang. I almost did it again. Hold on a second, my gays. You got a PSA 10? How did you do that? I gotta get these rated because I have a couple of cards that if they get a PSA 10, they're like, you know, they're up there. Like 5, 3, 8. Using Ninja Trader? Yeah, I'm using this is a top 1 futures account. So I'm using TradingView or Ninja Trader through TradingView. This is a top 1 futures account. So this is a funded, right? And this right side is my live account. If you see me looking to the right most of the time during the trade, that's because I kind of care about my live account much more than funded. But yeah, the live account is with AMP Futures. Lorcana would be easy money for you. There's a lot of Lorcana cards. I've seen a whole bunch today at Best Buy. Yeah, buys weren't bad. Pretty good buys for the Wakefield. You close above the range. But I really would have rather got him right here. 47.81 if we got that bottom wick there. Man, oh man. I feel kind of at this point, like from like where our trading has come from and where it's at right now, that this kind of feels like settling in my head. I don't know if anybody feels that way. Kind of feels like. But there's opportunity there, right? There's ways for you to take advantage of it, and I think we might be more proactive in terms of taking advantage of them. Solid here. Bring this down a bit. Yeah, I think this level here could work as a support. Kind of what it did here on the 30 and the hourly. $4,800 here flat. Nice 4-hour level. Do reaction. This is crazy stop though. Like we're not keeping us, 250, 270 pip stop. The dragon artwork is a beauty and it's crazy early. Yeah, but you could cash in on quick fads, but the thing is, when I'm getting these Pokemon cards, my daughter's not selling them for a long time. Probably gonna be like 30 before she even thinks about it. No, you Bougie, you're on a different level than me. I'm just privy to the Pokemon drops. That's all we care about. But like, yeah, you're on a different level. 4783, good buy limit. Yes, it is. And let's go to the hourly here. I was saying that's for options. If I was looking at the buy limit there, whenever we get back there, it really depends on how we close on our way down. Do we get some help from the candles in terms of, maybe a late candle print, maybe a closure with no bottom wick? Give me 1 second, gang. I got a phone call coming in. Told them to go play over there. She's doing cartwheels right in front of me. Holy. My brother is heavy in the Pokemon game. Oh, hold on a sec.
Computers now have primary control of critical vehicle functions.
These girls. I wouldn't be surprised. I got the idea from a trader, and I know a bunch of people that are like I said, this is part of their retirement plan, retirement strategy. It's part of their portfolio with the Bitcoin, with the crypto, with, right, a 401k. We start coming down here. I'm looking to have a buy limit at these areas. Ideally, it happens on the next 4 hour. Right? As the bottom wick of the next 4 hour. It's a higher probability trade. A little better than it's likelier to get us a W if the next 4 hour can close somewhere up here and give us that bottom wick on the open to this area. It's a better position than if this 4 hour starts pulling back here, but I'll still take it. Why not sell until the buy limit? Because we are likelier to see a reaction and push up from here when we get there than we are to come down here. My bet on this return here is really kind of the off chance. We're really bullish here, right? So we can continue filling this wick here and coming up, but on the off chance that we come down here, be more inclined to take that position. It's a very small stop here, 60 pip. We never see a 60 pip stop. I can take that L today and still be up 60. Yes. Put my auntie on game yesterday. She wants in. Auntie better dish the cash. You better get in on some lines. Go out there, get to know people, a few managers. CVS, Target, Walmart. Been around like a sales call. I'm gonna go hit Bob Bazooka. Was she North Korean? What the fuck, bro? It's like, that's your grandma, so that could technically be true. Find it weird if your kids call you this? They still do. The two youngest ones, sometimes when they run, they yell daddy. Not honestly, not even the middle one. The youngest one, the one that was just here. Sometimes she does that. Daddy. Like, what's up? Never thought about that. Great question. Really good question. I got so much shit I could talk about here. And what's happening. But it don't seem like nobody cared. Nobody asked questions, so I'm thinking, should I even discuss it? Because this is like... Because these are things you guys see all the time. You don't probably notice them, don't recognize them, but they're big tells, too. What's the PSA 10 on the way in the clubhouse? I gotta look at it. Has the market moved since we started here? That's not huge. Look at the area we tapped, though. Look at the 4-hour level we've tapped into. These wicks off this area. We've tapped into a 4-hour level with no bottom wick on the 4-hour. Gonna come down fast, huh? You're gonna have a buy limit here. $47.81. 82.1. Ideally, we can come up here for a top wick and come back down on this 30 close leg candle. Open up the next 4-hour with a bottom wick, 30 leg candle. That'll make so much sense for a fill. Or we come down in a 15 leg candle. That'll make sense as well. But if we get down here now, I will look for a reaction. Maybe not pump back up, but a reaction to secure enough pips. 47.74. Very small stops here. And understand your possible rejection areas, right? So I'd expect if we tap here and push up, this is partials right here, probably this wick. 86 flat. So around 40 pips will be partials. Because if we see a reaction here, and I'm banking on the fact that we will, we should be able to pump down eventually after retesting this high. So that's why it's partials. But if it's just a pump back up, then it's a pump back up. We'll see what happens. The only thing we have going against us, the 4 hour, does not have a bottom wick, but there's about 25 minutes in that 4 hour. Everyone understand what's going on? Yeah, 15 leg candle would be amazing. A buy stop, go to your levels on your chart. Really about the levels. Whatever the level is. Look at the 15, it should look similar right now. Whatever that level is on your 15. Or your 30. Your 1 hour. Kind of strange coming back up here. I don't think it should pump up. But I also would not mind if we get back up here. The next 15 leg candle would be lovely as well, right? The next 15 can do something like this. Oh yeah, that would just be phenomenal. That made sense too. I was looking at this earlier for an initial reaction here. I still think we re-break the lows, get to our position. Really depends how. I know. Let me.
Gonna be at night.
What are we doing? Oh man, it came out. Damn it! Oh, can't go a stream without the fucking accent. Can't go a fucking stream, my friend. Fuck. Gang. So, yeah, I was frustrated with a phone call I got because I kind of got to get out of here early. But this might set up if we. Thing is, if we push up right now to 4,800 levels, it's gonna take longer to set up in terms of candles coming down. Probably some play at 93 area. You're looking at least another hour. We might take this into the signal channel, depending on what happens here in the next 5-10 minutes. Hold on, give me a sec, chat.
You're muted, by the way.
Wix, you're muted.
Thank you. I was saying there's a possibility, depending on how this starts playing out, that we might move stops to the 4-hour level there, where we wicked before. But really, I want to. We should not be breaking down here. This should be a sniper entry. If it starts forming a range below here, I wouldn't like it. But high quality position here. We just need to make sure that we're managing risk properly.
Hey, Wix, you're still muted.
I'm looking to hold a level right here, 47.84. I'd like to close above it, and then a bottom wick, 47.82. 47.79 is possible as well. The fact that we just reacted, we might see a top wick first. Right, you got it right. May the forces of evil become confused on the way to your house, gang. Give us a bottom wick here. It's still good. We don't want this to ride up here. But look. Man. Top wick sell makes sense here as well, based off that 4-hour rejection. highly likely we see a sell down this area. But man, I want to be with the 4-hour, and look how bullish the 4-hour is. No bottom wick on there. Yeah, I would like to fill this 4-hour wick to 4,800. My kids are going crazy. Give me a sec. You see how we respected this area? Just recent resistance. Look, the bottom wick can hold that support. So the stop will be right there, 6-2. Once this activates, this sell stop here is a partial closure, where I'm going to close 10 out of the 15. Full TP, top of the range. Oh, I'm sorry, it's going to be a sell limit. I'm bugging. There we go. This activates, this has to be a limit. Your buy limit. Yeah, it is. You're right. We might see a whipsaw here, but I'm depending on the 4-hour reaction here. I mean, if we see a whipsaw, it's going to be a small stop. Honestly, if we see a whipsaw, we're going to keep this stop here like it was 1050, 60 something pips, right? 82, so 70 pips on the dot. Small stop. I like the level. I'm not saying we don't fill it. I believe we're going to see a reaction here that gives us enough. Right? We know we usually see a reaction at the body of the leg candles. That sucks. We do not want this to re-break highs. Motherfucker. Just becomes a stronger sell position at that point. If it... Remember? Spoke about the limit order here. this candle. Man, I don't like that. 4 hour made this top wick to resistance, giving it a chance to drive down. Like, we wanted to play the bottom wick of the 4 hour. This candle is going to have to close like candle right now, because after retesting this area, we might not see a reaction. Tough. I think it comes down here. And if it just does that in this candle, we need a like candle closure. Yeah, we're gonna need the candles to play along here. I'm not gonna take this. So I'm gonna delete that. Because of this top wick, when it comes down, might fill that entire candle of the buy limit. It might fill this exactly. It might. You're looking at the candle. It might fill this wick here. That's target for that sell. Right? We understand the 15 gave you a like candle there, right? Should see a reaction here. But we wanted the advantage point of holding support and a bottom wick in order to come back to that support. Now it's going to drive off the higher time frame resistance. Really a level that brings you down. Yeah, we came up here to this level, right? So you expect a retest. We know gold is very technical. It's going to retest the high. So we understand the rejections to come down come from up here, right? So in this case, gold comes up here, it retests and then comes down. We've already come up here, right? We've kind of retested on the next candle. Right now, we're retesting the established resistance. Like, we've already done everything that's happened here previously to bring it down and not see a reaction. So we might see something like this. And if it reacts there, great. I'm okay with not being a part of it. The way we wanted it would have been a higher probability trade, right? But you might see this here right now. Right, and then see these levels tapped. This would be a solid move here for a buy. And then you might see something like this. Or you might just see that in one candle and see something like this. And then when this happens, you can start looking for that next pancake, right? Because we might just whipsaw here. And if we whipsaw, you're not going to see a reaction at that support. So you want the whipsaw, and then you want the drive back up in range. That would make sense on the 4 hour. It would tap the 4 hour support here, right? It would hold it. We come back up in range. We fake out. We're coming back up to re-break highs. Then what happens in that case? You're looking for a bottom wick entry. And then, but if this happens, this would take an hour or two to set up. So you were looking for the market to come down here, get in on that bottom wick because it's printing red, and let it take you up based on your knowledge of candle closures, timing, and levels. Capiche?
Remember it. Write it down. Take a picture. I don't give a fuck.
There is a way to get in here if in the next 5 minutes this closes as a lit candle. And honestly, no, I wouldn't even want to do that because we've reached the highs here. Gang, I'm going to call it a session here. I'm looking to take them on the break and previous level. Yeah, glad you're... Yeah, me too. Like, we're on the same wavelength at the moment, bro. Rebreak of the lows looks good too. I'm not a fan. I would rather be in buys on this 4 hour, and I would rather be in buys after a bottom wick is made. And I believe this was a good level until we drove up here. Now I believe we can come down to the 4 hour supports, and then that would be a good level in order to come back up, start filling the wick. But yeah, I'm gonna call it a session here. I'll see you guys tomorrow. New York stream. Yeah, today was a fire in New York stream. We should run another one tomorrow. Yeah. Today's New York stream, I think we got over 70 pips, 73, something like that. And then today's Asian session, we got 51 pips, like 30 minutes before the session started. We got that in the signal channel. So we're up over 120 pips on the day, right? There's no need to chase. There's just let it set up the way you want it, right? Don't chase it like, oh, it's doing something that I didn't want. It's doing some of what I wanted, but a lot of what I didn't want. Nah. Right? But yeah, I think if a sell was to be taken here, you gotta keep that sell here and keep those stops. Thing is, man, that was a really bullish candle with no bottom wick on the 4-hour. No guarantee you make that bottom wick now. If you do, it should come down to support, yeah. So maybe the rebreak of the lows does make sense. But so bullish, and look, no bottom wick here. Straight drive up. Remember what I said, no wick candles. Open no wick. Next candle might open with no wick and continue to drive with the momentum. The way it looks like here and the way it printed, I don't think so. I think we do come back down to support. Maybe we actually do get that nice level printed here and we can take positions from there. But if I'm online at that moment, then we'll take it in the signal channel. All right. You guys know what to look for. I'll see you guys tomorrow, ideally for a New York session around 9 a.m. And yeah, Zoom gang, you guys tomorrow. See you guys in the clubhouse. Mods, thank you for helping me run the stream. See you guys in the clubhouse as well. The signal channel, possible positions in a little bit. Chat, love and wisdom to you all. That's my time here tonight. Get the bundle. Go get your top 1 futures accounts. Use code WIX. And as for me, my time here is up. And just like that, another Asian session is in the books. Have a good night, everybody. Take it easy. Don't overtrade. Don't overleverage. And honestly, wait for your positions to show up the way you want them to, the way you prefer, not the way the market has dictated it for you. All right? See you tomorrow. Later.